Well, new tonight and only on 13 Action News, our investigation into a woman's claims a rescue group stole her dog has just escalated because that dog has since died.
Well, the death was under mysterious circumstances, and 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears now updates the story and also the tragic twist.
Jane McKenna describes her first encounter with Wicket Bear as love at first sight.
He was the kindest soul. He loved everybody.
Jane adopted the Pekingese in August from Tanya Philippone at Peaks Paws and Tails Rescue. After that, they were inseparable, at work, in the park.
Brought him to a couple Vegas Golden Knights practices to see how he would handle crowds and other people.
Suddenly, Jane says Tanya became inexplicably upset over a mix-up getting Wicket to the dentist. He eventually got an appointment September 19th. That would be the last time Jane ever saw him.
When Jane went to the vet to pick Wicket up, he was gone, essentially repossessed like a car she'd failed to make timely payments on.
So we pretty much shifted from bring Wicket home to justice for Wicket, because no animal deserves to be treated that way, but especially not him.
At that time, Peaks Paws and Tails told 13 Action News that adoption requirements included keeping vet appointments. A statement from the rescue to Jane said in part, "You failed to abide by these requirements of Peaks Paws and Tails." Accordingly, Peaks Paws and Tails had no alternative but to take back possession of the dog.
I immediately reached out and just begged and pleaded for him back.
When her efforts fell on deaf ears, Jane sued, claiming the adoption was final and even attaching Tanya's own social media post about that. The lawsuit alleges Tanya stole and dog-napped Wicket. Cindy Fowler agrees.
And she even offered for me to take him from Jane and basically steal him back from the vet, and I found that to be wrong.
Cindy fostered Wicket before his adoption, but says she quickly realized things with Tanya were not as they seemed.
Once I realized that she would take a dog from someone that is loving, from a loving home, over an argument, I felt that I was extremely wrong.
Court records contain expletive-laced texts Tanya sent to Cindy in which she threatens to take a sledgehammer to Jane's door and be at her door and kill her. The judge ordered Tanya to return Wicket to Jane while the case played out, but Tanya had already readopted Wicket to a couple in Arizona, and only after the court ordered her to disclose Wicket's location did she reveal the dog was dead.
She took him from you and put him in another situation that resulted in his death?
Yes.
The Arizona couple, also named in Jane's lawsuit, say Tanya didn't tell them where Wicket came from or that he had a serious heart condition. Court records contain this letter they wrote saying, "We immediately expressed concern to Tanya that we were being used as a pawn to hide Wicket Bear from Ms. McKenna. Had we not been defrauded by Tanya, we could have returned Wicket to Ms. McKenna before his death in December." Peaks Paws and Tails filed a countersuit claiming Jane engineered a vicious social media defamation campaign. According to Jane and court records, that campaign includes posting updates and questions from the court case on her blog.
We asked for a record of all of her donations that she had received since 2008, and she wrote back that she had never received a donation ever.
But Jane says she tracked Tanya's social media posts, which confirm donations.
We added it up to $41,760.
For Peaks, Paws, and Tails,
including this live video of a fundraiser posted on Facebook. Through her attorney, Tanya declined our request for an on-camera interview, citing the pending litigation. In a statement, the attorney wrote, "Ms. McKenna has taken her failure to properly follow the adoption procedures and has turned it into a personal vendetta to try and destroy Peaks' reputation as a dog rescue." But he would not provide any information about the rescue's finances or how donations are spent. Donors have posted on Facebook asking for receipts and pictures of dogs dogs recently adopted out.
There have been a lot of questions about her fundraising efforts.
At one point in the court case, Tanya was sanctioned by the judge and ordered to pay $500 to Jane. Shortly before the money was due, this GoFundMe page appeared, soliciting donations to help Tanya fight aggressive stage 3 breast cancer. Tanya raised nearly $12,000 on GoFundMe and did pay Jane, but a woman attorneys identified as Tanya's aunt submitted this letter to Judge Elizabeth Gonzalez, saying Tanya needs to be stopped raising money, claiming she had breast cancer and had been on chemo. She is a fraud, taking people's money for her legal battle. To date, Tanya has spent thousands in legal fees fighting a battle over a dog nobody can bring back.
Just last week, lawyers from Hutchison and Steffen dropped Philippone as a client and filed a lien against her and Peaks, Paws and Tails. They say they're owed more than $30,500 in legal fees and also cite Tanya's hostility toward Jane. The case with a third law firm is now scheduled to go to trial in November. Darcy Spears, 13 Action News.